episode 9.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 9 of Desert Island Flicks. I know I think there's a few people in already, which is great. Yeah, this is really nice to do this. I haven't done this for a while, actually. It's really weird because I'm kind of doing so many things on this channel that I forget how long the gaps are between these Desert Island Flicks. But I love doing it. And today I've got the fantastic Ali from A Gentle Black Hole.
Hello.
And Ali's picked 10 films that he'll be talking about that basically they're not necessarily his favorite films, but they're films that he can imagine watching over and over again if he's stuck on a desert island and all he has is a cinema. Which is
great for shelter as well. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah. So I did want to say right at the beginning that this is this whole series bounces off the brilliant Desert Island Books series that Sean did. So this is the first time I've done this since we lost Sean. So I wanted to just give another shout out to him and how much we all loved him. And, it's just great that he did an episode of this as well. But it's just great that in a way the Desert Island Books series can carry on like this, talking about films. So I thought it was good to talk about that as this is the first time since then. So shout out to Sean. So, Ali, tell us about your channel.
So my channel is called A Genteel Black Hole, which is a reference or a quote from Terry Pratchett, who's one of my favorite authors. It's the quote is about how bookshops and libraries are kind of bigger on the inside. And so a good bookshop is just a genteel black hole that knows how to read, is the full quote. And yeah, so I mainly talk about books, but I also talk about films a fair amount, and also music. I, like Gareth, am a musician. So yeah, I've had some sort of health stuff going on the past few years, which has kind of meant my music sort of taken a back seat. So I started doing BookTube at the end of 2022 as a kind of creative outlet, since I wasn't doing as much music. And yeah, it's been really great. And yeah, the community of BookTube has been really warm and welcoming, and it's, yeah, I've been having a great time. So yeah, really glad to be here. So thanks, Gareth, for inviting me on the show.
Yeah, so check out his channel. It's an absolutely brilliant channel. He does cover lots of different things, and he recently talks about XTC, which is my favorite band. So that was very awesome that he did that. I'll be doing I found one of my XTC books, so I was going to wait until I found the books before I did your tag, but I'll be doing your tag very shortly. So let's have a look at some. There's been some hellos. So Randy Ray's here. Hi, mate.
Hi, Randy.
He says, fellas. Book thing. Hello, mate. Afternoon,
hey, Mark.
Gents, he says. So Mark's got a brilliant channel as well. Good to see him on there. Mark, you need to appear on. So do you, Ali. You need to appear on our Is This Thing On show, eh? We'll have to adjust the time for you. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Gavin's
awesome.
here.
Hi, Gavin.
Hi, Gavin. So Gavin's definitely going to have things to say about your picks, I think.
I expect so.
Yeah. Oh, Mike's here. Awesome. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
From South Africa. Awesome. We have an international audience readership thing. Whatever.
It's official.
Mike says yes. That's great.
Excellent.
So I ought to. I think my email address is on my about bit on my profile. So if it is, then please do send me a message going, yes, I want to be on the show. Heidi's here. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Heidi.
This is great. We have lots of talkative guests as well, which is good. I'm glad someone is finally going to discuss a classic, given its 30th anniversary is around the corner. Spice World, the movie. Yeah, actually, Ali's all 10 choices are Spice World, the movie.
Spoilers. Come on, man. Are you supposed to spin it out as long as it?
Yeah. I've only seen some of that film, so I don't know. Maybe it gets better.
I also haven't seen it, although I can confirm that I happen to know that one of the actors in it who, not one of the Spice Girls, but one of the actors in it is in the first film I'm going to be chatting about.
That's right. Yeah, that's a good point. And he's become, since since the choice that you're going to say, nearly said it. He's become really famous, isn't he, in America and all that? He's done really well. So
Yeah,
it's a very small indie film you're going to talk about, but he's done really well, hasn't he?
yeah.
That sounded like my wife has come down and said, "Hello, Ellie." No. Randy Ray says, maybe I could be a guest. Absolutely. Get your list of 10 films ready.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Posh and Ginger Spice Forever. Posh and Posh. I'd go with Baby and Ginger myself.
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Yeah, I didn't expect that conversation, to be fair. Alan's Reed's here. Hi, Alan. I feel looking forward to hearing Ali's picks. Fantastic. This is good. And Masters.
As a youth,
Awesome.
I used to weep in butcher shops.
Right, so shall we go on to your first pick?
Well, yeah, we better, since we've kind of spoiled it already.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah.
So my first pick is Withnail and I, which is from 1980. Well, it's copyrighted 1985, but I think came out 1986. So yeah, Withnail and I, a classic, kind of, cult classic, basically. So if you're not familiar with it, it's about set in the 60s. It's about two out-of-work actors who live in this absolutely horrendous flat that's like the most, like, it's an absolute tip. And they're struggling, and you know, they're drinking too much, and as they say, drifting into the arena of the unwell. And so they decide to go on holiday, and luckily Withnail, played by Richard E. Grant, has a well-off uncle, Uncle Monty, played by Richard Griffiths, and he has a place in the country that they can go and stay, which, to be fair, is also a bit of a state.
Yeah.
And then when they get there, Uncle Monty shows up as well, because he's rather taken a liking to Marwood, or I, as the title would have. You never actually hear his name in the film, but in the script it's Marwood. But yeah, he's played by Paul McGann.
Paul McGann, yeah.
And yeah, it's I guess the way I've described it kind of sounds a bit grim, but it's hilarious. It's, I think, one of the most quotable films. I mean, I've already quoted it like 3 or 4 times in this. But yeah, it's so quotable, so funny, and yeah, the central performances are just amazing. And yeah, I saw it first time when I was like 15 or something, and it's just stayed with me. And every time I rewatch it, I just have a great time with it. It never gets old.
It's very rewatchable. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and it's all about the script, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like there's so many. I mean, that's, I think, one of the kind of, one of the recurring themes in all my picks really is memorable and quotable scripts. And yeah, there's so many great lines in that. I mean, as Mark said, here, which out of context is complete nonsense, but trust me, it is funny.
Yeah. And nothing happens really, does it? From what I remember.
Yeah, not really, not much. So yeah, to quote it again, they've gone on holiday by mistake, and then they go home again.
Yeah,
and then Withnail quotes the speech from Hamlet at the end to some wolves in the park.
Yeah. As you do.
Yeah.
Bruce Robinson, who wrote and directed it, he did a film called How to Get Ahead in Advertising. And I love that film.
That is actually included in this copy. Although
really?
I did watch it like years and years ago, but I haven't watched this copy of it. But I will do that at some point because it's worth a rewatch.
It's Richard E. Grant again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Growing an extra head on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Say for Beeblebrox style.
Yeah, because he's got his job is in advertising, and it's kind of like some sort of hubris for what he's doing.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, that's awesome. So that's a good first film. Let's have a look. We've got some comments here from Libra Paradiso. Says Ali's excellent film taste.
Thank you, Miguel.
Randy's had to go. Getting called away. See you soon.
See you soon, Randy.
Yeah, never heard of this movie. So yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think it might be more famous for Brits than it is for Americans. This one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's one of those films that, like, my entire circle of friends when I was growing up, we all knew this film, and you know, if you referenced a line from it, people would be right on. They would know exactly what it was, but it's maybe not known internationally.
Yeah, I think I think there's only a select few films that are hugely popular here, but really, really British in that sense, you know.
Yeah.
Favorite film of the late Anthony Bourdain.
Wow.
Get Carter was another one of his favorites. That's interesting.
To my shame, I've never seen Get Carter.
Oh, it is a classic thriller.
Not a lot of people know that.
There he is. Margaret, hello. Morning. I couldn't do this for films, but I am working on the reader's favorite songs tag.
Excellent.
Nice. That's awesome. And then Mike says, I love With Now. Great fan of Richard E. Grant. He was born in South Africa, yeah. Southern Africa, probably not South Africa. Maybe one of the Southern African countries.
Yeah, I can't remember what. I know what it used to be called when he was born there. I can't remember what it's called now. It was Swaziland, and now I can't remember what it is now.
Yeah, I can't remember.
If only we had the internet to tell us.
Oh, here we go. Eswatini.
Ah, that's it.
Oh, didn't know that. Richard Grant was with Bella Freud on her YouTube handle Fashion Neuroses. Interesting channel where celebrities are interviewed on a couch like in therapy. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
I've not seen that. Sounds interesting, yeah.
He's corrected channel. He just said channel, but I think I can't see the mistake in there anyway. Anyway, yeah, that sounds cool. So Bella Freud, one of the Freud family, Emma Freud's daughter. I don't know. It's a very famous family, isn't it? Anyway, yes, awesome. Okay, let's have number 2.
Okay, we got another cult classic, although I think one that's probably better known internationally, and that is The Night of the Hunter.
Night of the Hunter, wow, yeah.
Night of the Hunter, 1955, I think, directed by Charles Laughton, who was better known as an actor. It's the only film he directed, because at the time it was a complete flop, and so he wasn't offered the chance to direct anything else. But it's a really strange and unique film. It's very visually arresting. It's kind of taking a cue from your sort of German expressionist films of the 20s. It's very stark black and white, very it looks amazing. And yeah, it's very creepy and slightly surreal. So it stars Robert Mitchum as a serial killer who kind of presents himself as a preacher. But I mean, what kind of preacher has knuckle tattoos that say love on one hand and hate on the other? He's very, very creepy guy. And yeah, he's a serial killer who marries widows and then kills them for their money and then moves on to the next. And he has has got in with this this woman played by Shelley. What's her name now? Shelley Winters.
Oh, I nearly said that.
And her two kids, they might know the whereabouts of the money that their father, their late father, stole in a robbery, and he's trying to find out, and then they run away, and he chases them. And yeah, it's just like, it's such a unique film. There's really nothing else like it. You know, it kind of, I mean, it almost feels like a sort of David Lynch, dreamy but scary.
I was going to say, I think David Lynch was definitely influenced by that film, I think.
Yeah, definitely. It was also a massive influence on one of my favorite bands, Cardiacs, which is why I first saw it, because they quote a load of lines from this in one of their albums, Guns, from 1999. So yeah, if you're a fan of the film, then go and check out the song "Winds and Rains is Cold," which has like a load of lines quoted from that film in the lyrics.
Awesome. Yeah, I have seen the film many years ago, and I thought it was quite amazing, really, quite, as you say, really haunting and different and eerie. And it makes you wonder what else Charles Lawton would have done if he was given a chance.
Yeah, I really wish that he'd directed more films. I mean, he was a great actor as well.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
But like, yeah, if that's the kind of thing he could do, like first time out the gate, then what else could he have done?
And he got great performances out of Robert Mitchum and Shelley Winters as well. I think they're brilliant in it.
Yeah, and the kids as well. I mean, I think the kids do a great job as well.
Yeah. Awesome.
It's really hard to get like a good performance out of kids, especially like when they're supposed to be scared, and like you do believe it. But apparently he was really lovely to them, so he wasn't like he wasn't terrorizing them off screen to make them act scared.
Like Kubrick would have done.
Yeah. Oh God, he would have. Yeah.
Yeah. It just proves you don't have to. You don't have to be a dick.
Yeah. Exactly.
Brilliant. Yeah. So Bella Freud is the daughter of Lucian Freud. I thought.
Okay.
Same family, possibly. Yeah. Literally. You know. So Margaret says, I think I might have the episode of that with Helena Bonham Carter. So
cool.
So people are going to jump onto that to find Bella Freud's channel, Haunting Film. On my watch later list, is that the film or the As I'm surprised off to a great start.
Thank you.
Carter was also interviewed by Bella Freud. So it was Nick Cave and Susie Cave. That's interesting.
Cool.
He's been through a lot, hasn't he, Nick Cave? So I don't know if it was after he went through all that. Awesome. Well, we're going through to the third film already.
Third film. So a bit of a change of pace now. I knew that I wanted some animation on here.
Awesome.
So I've gone for Kiki's Delivery Service. So this is 1989, directed by Hayao Miyazaki, who's also responsible for stuff like Spirited Away and My Neighbor Totoro. So Kiki's Delivery Service, based on a book which I read the end of last year, actually. But I think the film, oddly, is better. Which, you know, I think a lot of people say, oh, the book's always better. But sometimes films can be better. And I think that's the case with Kiki's Delivery Service. So it's about a young witch who is just coming of age. She's turning 12, which is apparently the coming of age cut-off point for witches. And so as tradition dictates, she has to leave home and set up on her own somewhere. And it's all about her setting up on her own, and because the only magical thing she's really good at is flying on a broomstick, she starts a delivery service, a flying delivery service. And she's accompanied by her talking cat, Gigi. And yeah, it's such a lovely, charming film. It kind of, it's one of those films that, the moment it starts, I'm just like, I just melt into it. I just relax completely into it. It's a beautiful film. The animation is, as you would expect from Miyazaki, just gorgeous. Like it's I think his animation is so well observed, and he allows some space and time for just like little moments of observing how the grass moves in the wind and stuff like that, that just kind of, it's not just constant action and plot. So it's really beautiful. And I love the way that you could kind of view magic in the film as a kind of a metaphor or an allegory for creativity of any kind, because Kiki starts to kind of struggle to keep doing magic. She like loses her ability to fly, and she has to sort of relearn how to do it. And it's kind of about how, as you get older, some of the sort of creative impulses that came really naturally to you when you were a kid and you didn't even have to think about it become harder, and you have to sort of relearn how to sort of tap into that creative impulse and your kind of your inner child, I suppose, which is, I don't know, kind of a big idea for a children's film. Well, but yeah, I think sometimes the best children's films or stories in general are like, they're really good for adults too.
His films and films from a lot of films from that studio are very, very deep, though, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
You expect a real kind of meditative journey, don't you, from that studio?
Yeah, and like I could have picked like many of their films, but yeah, in the end I had to go for that one. There's something particularly special about it to me. But yeah, I could easily have gone for like Spirited Away as well.
Yeah, I think that film's incredible. Did you like Boy and the Heron?
I didn't get on with that one as well, but I've only watched it once, and I wonder if like maybe I'll get more out of it on second viewing. But
yeah,
I was kind of disappointed by it, honestly, when I first watched it.
He came out of retirement as well, didn't he, to do it? So maybe
you're
expecting his best film because he came out of retirement to do it.
Yeah, because I mean, his last film before that was The Wind Rises, I think, which I think is incredible. I think that's a beautiful film. I saw that in the cinema, and cried all the water out of my body.
It's very underrated. And people seem to just talk about Spirited Away, don't they? Which I think is an amazing film, but it's funny that seems to be the one that people latch onto. And
I mean, it was the first one that I saw, but like, having seen that, I went and saw like all his other stuff, and like, there's not many underwhelming films that he made. Like, most of them are great.
Yeah. I think Kiki's, all the people I know that are interested in Japanese animation, Kiki's Delivery Service is often the one that they cite as their favorite. So I think that's a very consistent, popular one for people in the know, people who are used to Japanese animation. I love the fact you picked an animated film as well, because again, I feel like animated films are kind of underrated,
absolutely.
Seen as just kids' films, but they're not, are they?
Yeah, I mean, same with like puppetry as well. Like, I mean, I know you're a massive Muppets fan as well, and like the Muppet movie was on my long list. I didn't quite manage to fit it in to my 10, but like I wanted it. I really wanted it.
But there are some like moments in your list of light films, like completely like a deep meditative man all the time, which is good. You need to lighten up a bit, don't you? Which is good.
Oh yeah, There's definitely some lightness in here as well.
Some fun ones, yeah. The Muppet Show is completely stupid, isn't it? So
yeah,
there'd be maybe too much going that way.
But you need that sometimes, though. You need I think one of my favorite. I can't even do it because it's partly just the way he says it. But one of my favorite lines in the Muppet movie is the pills that make you massive. And Dr. Bunsen Honeydew says the effects are sadly temporary, and then Beaker just like echoes him, saying sadly temporary, but in Beaker voice, like me, and it's like it's so funny.
You get a sense that they've just had a good time doing it, don't you?
Yeah, great.
And when you see bloopers, it's them as the characters, but talking naturally. I think that's hilarious. That there's bloopers.
Yeah, like exist. they stay in character.
Amazing. Right, where are we? Let's have a look. I need to find where we were. Oh yeah, because Miguel thought you might have talked about Heavy Metal.
Heavy Metal. I've not seen that. It's on my list of things to see, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's a very interesting film. I think I'd be interested to know what people would think now if they showed it now. What would people think? Because it's definitely of its time, but I think it's a great film. Not Heavy Metal, but still a good film. Pat's here. Hi, Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Thanks for joining in. Morning, Pat. Morning, Miguel. Mark says Miyazaki is an absolute genius.
Agreed.
His animated films capture the mature spirit of books like Little Prince.
Oh, The Little Prince. I love that book. Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah, there are examples of all sorts of art that's for children, but treats children like adults, and children like they can think and they can do something. Yeah, they can delve into something deep and meaningful.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've been spent the last 10 months or so reading through all the Moomins books, and they're fantastic because my kind of impression of it before I read them were that it was just kind of twee, kind of cute stuff. It's not that at all. Like Tove Jansson was really kind of dealing with some really interesting and deep topics, and in a way that never feels like it's kind of, she's never on the nose about it. You can kind of pick it up and figure it out, and she gives kids and adults the space to to do that without kind of saying, and this is the moral of the story, children.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the trick, isn't it? To do something meaningful for the kids, but they don't even notice it's happening.
Yeah.
Right. Book film number 4.
Okay, going for something lighter. No, I'm not. It's The Red Shoes. So this is a Powell and Pressburger film, a British classic from 1948, and it is partly inspired by the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale of the same name, but it's about a ballerina played by Moira Shearer, who she's kind of torn between two different paths in life, that she could either put everything into dance, and this dance impresario will kind of make her the biggest star in the world if she devotes herself completely to dance at the expense of everything else. Or there's the man she loves, who is a composer who works for the ballet company. And so she's kind of torn between the temptation of could she be like the greatest dancer ever, or could she give that up and be kind of comfortably like in love with someone and kind of live a kind of normal human life,
Yeah.
basically. And yeah, it's like it's a visually stunning film, like Technicolor, I think. So it's like the colors are more color than color. Um, it's an amazing film. The dancing's great. The music is great. It's that kind of mid 20th century classical stuff that's like that I really love. And yeah, just like it's very very dramatic, very operatic, I guess. I mean, I know it's ballet, not opera, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It's
so
that kind of tone.
melodramatic, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely kind of, leans into melodramatic. And like when I first saw it, I wasn't crazy about it. But then every time I've watched it since, I grow to love it more and more.
Yeah, it had to grow on me actually. When I first saw it as a kid and was like saw a bit of it and then sort of turned over or whatever. And then as it's been on a few times, I've watched more of it and now I've seen the whole thing. And then like last time I was completely engulfed in it. So I think you have to have a certain amount of patience possibly. But it definitely pays off. It's a beautiful film.
Yeah. That's probably a kind of a recurring theme of a lot of my favorite stuff is I didn't necessarily love it first time round, but then like there's something about it that makes you return to it and it grows on you and you suddenly find, oh, this is one of my favorite things ever. And you didn't see it coming.
Yeah. That's good though, isn't it? And it might mean it's got more longevity as well because it's not an instant. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know we were talking about Barton Fink recently as well. And like first time I watched that, I was like, not sure about that. Like, what was that? But there's something about that feeling of what was that makes you kind of go back to it and rewatch it and go, oh, okay, I think. And like it kind of seeps in.
Yeah. I think but that film, because it was only is it the second film or third film? Second film, I think.
Third, I think.
Was it their third? Have they already done Miller's Crossing then?
Yeah, I think it was they wrote
Raising
it.
Arizona was the second one, wasn't it? Raising Arizona was the second one.
Yeah, so Barton Fink's fourth.
Yeah, fourth, yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like they like quite settled down at that point. Do you know what I mean? Like to their writing style.
Yeah.
Because
like I think like Blood Simple's the first one, and then Raising Arizona is the second one, which are like total polar opposites of like dark, grim neo noir or completely zany comedy. And then
I think the
rest of their career was kind of about like merging those two extremes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and because Barton Fink is a very quiet film in a lot of ways, isn't it? But later on,
John Goodman starts shouting at the end.
Yeah. But,
I'll show you the life of the mind.
Classic Coen Brothers moment.
But
it's like later on they start peppering a lot of crazy dialogue in their scripts, but with Barton Fink and with Raising Arizona, it sort of happens now and again. It's just like every scene's got something. But like later on with Big Lebowski and Burn After Reading, it's like every line almost, isn't it? So it's interesting how they do that in the early ones. So nice subtle mention of the Coen Brothers there in a list that doesn't include the Coen Brothers.
Yeah, I wanted, again, like I nearly put Fargo on there. I really wanted Fargo, but I couldn't quite squeeze it in.
So do you feel like that's their most rewatchable one then?
I think so. It's certainly the one I've rewatched the most. Like I know that Big Lebowski is like a huge cult hit, but I've never really kind of connected with that the way that I've connected with like with Fargo or Barton Fink.
Yeah, my I think the one I've seen the most, and I think possibly the one I could see the most, is Raising Arizona. I just find it so hilarious.
It is good. I think
But
probably
then,
my favorite of the sort of zany comedy side of Coen Brothers is the Hudsucker Proxy, just because it's like it's based in the kind of 30s screwball comedy thing, which I'm a total sucker for. So
right.
like I know that that was like um, not as well appreciated. Um,
Yeah, it's very stylized, isn't it? Because I loved it as well, but I think you got to
yeah,
look into it.
yeah, yeah. But I think the fact that it is very much a pastiche of the kind of stuff I love anyway. So
Yeah,
like it's one of those ones that I can see why it's not one of their most popular ones, but it's like tailor made for me.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And most film buffs, really, I think. This is an interesting comment. Where has it gone? Oh no! Oh yeah, here we go. So Vintage Stacy says, just popping in to hear Alex wax lyrical on Powell and Pressburger. Great choices.
Hi, Stacey.
But the girl says the Red Shoes is a favourite visitors to the Criterion Closet. I love the Criterion Closet. Do you watch those videos?
I do sometimes, and like my copy of it is a Criterion.
There's a Criterion one. Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not immune to the Criterion.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think one of the great things about the whole DVD Blu-ray thing is the extras. You know, I mean, it's such a wonderful thing. When that was a revolution, wasn't it? When because we well, actually I'm not really sure how old you are, but I grew up with VHS, and then when the DVD came out, it was like, oh my god, this is amazing, and I was like obsessed with watching director commentaries. I used to watch them.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what it was, I'd watch a director commentary. You know.
Yeah,
And,
I remember like when the Lord of the Rings extended editions came out on DVD, and like the wealth of extras on that was just like stunning. The like multiple commentaries from different like sides of the production as well. So there was like one commentary with actors, one with like writing team, one with like the kind of set designers, like and then all of the the documentaries and stuff. Like that's I love that like almost as much as the actual films. Like it was amazing.
Yeah.
Like they just I think they don't go to that kind of trouble anymore to apart from like people like Criterion who do still like include really interesting extras and like go the extra mile.
Well, because also I think before DVDs were around, I don't think there were many documentaries about how films were made. I don't think they bothered. They didn't really necessarily have a camera behind the camera, filming the directors and all that. You know, so I think that also made people aware that people are interested in that. You know,
true.
So you've got more making of documentaries. I think once that started happening, I mean, it did happen before, but like certainly more of that. And like someone just mentioned Spinal Tap. I was going to say about Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap, yeah.
We watched it to death, knew every single line, and then the special edition comes out, and there's an hour and a half of extra footage they didn't include. It's amazing, you know.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff they didn't include is amazing, really funny, you know.
Yeah, it really puts it into perspective. Too much perspective.
Too much perspective. When Nigel's talking about Indonesia, he's learning how to play music from Indonesia. It's just absolutely amazing.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's
I
so
need to
funny.
watch that.
He says, because in a normal song you'd go ding ding, but in Indonesia they go ding ding. It just makes no sense. So brilliant. Constance is here. Constance, morning.
Hi, Constance.
Hi, Constance. So it'll be 10 in the morning, maybe 11 in the morning. Apparently there's a shorter gap at the moment because we haven't quite changed our clocks yet, have we? We've got another week or 2 weeks? 2 weeks maybe.
I think it's like the end of the month.
Yeah. Another great dance film is Bring It On. Really? Bring It On. Is he taking the piss?
I think some urine might be extracted, yes.
Miller's Crossing is fantastic. Absolutely. Everyone but me has seen the. Oh, you got to see The Big Lebowski. You got to see it. Yes.
Well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Well, Ali's going to be quoting films all the way through this. Um,
Well,
things
my final choice is very much about quoting, but I will get
go
onto
for it.
that
Go for
in
it. I love
time.
that. There's just, I mean, obviously, I was trying to explain the Big Lebowski to my students. Why was I doing that? I think I was referencing something else that had nothing to do with it, and then they ended up talking about them. And then I said to them, "You'd love them," because no one had heard of the Big Lebowski. 16-year-olds have never heard of the Big Lebowski. So I said, "You need to watch it." And I was trying to explain the humor, and I was going to try and set up the scene when they go to the kids and say, "Is this your homework, Larry? Is this your homework?" You know. And I just thought, I can't even describe what the hell they're doing. It's such a ridiculous scene. And it's obviously.
And you also can't quote that line to your students, probably.
Yeah. Afterwards, when he's smashing the car up.
Yeah, that bit.
And in someone else's car.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it, again, like, I think with Big Lebowski, it really helps to have seen like The Big Sleep, and all these kind of film noir things that have like this really bizarre labyrinthine plot that you can't possibly follow, because it's basically that, but stoned.
Yeah, and with you know, because the Coen Brothers, I think the Coen Brothers are the best at dialogue that I can think of. I think they are just absolute kings of dialogue, and I think a lot of it's Ethan, to be fair. But I don't know, because they kind of do it together. Yeah, absolutely amazing at dialogue, and I think that's the difference between the old film noir stuff that they're kind of referencing a lot, and you know, their take on it, which is very, you can tell that it's their film, but it's their dialogue.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Mike says, "What about
Screwball
Inside Llewyn
Noir,
Davis?"
I suppose. Inside Llewyn Davis. I love that. Yeah.
I love that film. Yeah, I think it's a really beautiful film. Actually, I think it's a lot of their films are quite dark and kind of unpredictable and crazy, and that's quite a quiet film, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's
but
brilliant.
with a deep sadness to it.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, brilliant. That's a good film. That. Okay, so McGuire says Miller's Crossing and Fargo.
Yeah.
Kids. This is Final Tap commentary is my favorite. It's a great commentary. Yeah. It is. It's so funny, and they even because they're even making a comment about the logo that comes up, and they go, "Oh, look at this! Oh, what's this? Oh, this is nice." Brilliant. There was talking about commentaries. I think I might have said this before on another episode of this, but it's just so funny. When I was like really into watching commentaries, and anytime I got a DVD, I'd probably watch the commentary before the film because I would have already seen the film. And I watched the commentary for Dodgeball, and it's so funny because it's basically, oh god, what's his name? It's who's the main guy?
Ben Stiller.
Yeah, it's Ben Stiller and the director. And they're chatting away, and they're moaning that Vince Vaughn's late. And eventually, about 15 minutes into the film, Vince Vaughn turns up in the studio. And he starts talking and going on about how cool he looks in the scenes. And then then he gets bored and goes off. And then they get fed up and they go, "Oh, this is just, I don't even want to do this commentary. Let's just play the commentary of There's Something About Mary." No one will notice. And then from about 25 minutes in, it starts the commentary for There's Something About Mary. And it's just weird. It's so funny, but it's just completely mad. And it's just, I just think that's just meta humor on the commentaries. So
yeah, that sounds good.
I watched it for a bit as well. I was just thinking, I'm going to see how this matches. It was just hilarious.
They basically dodged the commentary.
Yeah, dodged the commentary. It's almost like a parody of commentaries. But yeah, oh yes, it did commentary. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, absolutely. McGuire says, "I live in Texas. Everything is about cheerleaders." That's fair enough. I love that. 10:45 in Constance. Yeah, so that makes sense. So not quite. No, so it's still hours. 6 hours. I was at 5 hours. I can't work it out. Well, let's go on to your next film.
Okay, now it really is something lighter. So I don't have this separately. I have it in a box set. So this is my Astaire and Rogers box set. I have the complete Astaire and Rogers, and I have picked Top Hat. I think Top Hat is, I mean, all of their films have amazing song and dance routines. I think Top Hat is the best film, like as a film. The supporting cast is great. The plot is complete frothy nonsense, but it's so delightful. I think it's the funniest of their films, and it also has most of my favorite song and dance routines. So that's the one that I could watch again and again.
It's their most famous one, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, probably justifiably so, because I mean, like you've got Top Hat, White Tie and Tails. You got Cheek to Cheek. Isn't This a Lovely Day to Be Caught in the Rain? So many great songs, and yeah, they were on the top of their game dancing wise, and yeah, it's just really fun. It's it's a screwball comedy, essentially. The whole plot could be straightened out in like a couple of sentences, which obviously doesn't happen. But like, it's all about kind of mistaken identities and like, oh, I thought your name was Horace. No, it's Jerry. If someone at some point had just said, no, he's Jerry, not Horace, then everything would have been fine. But
that's not
so good. No, exactly. Yeah, there would be no plot and therefore no film. That would be bad. But yeah, I just love it, and yeah, I love Fred and Ginger, and yeah, I wouldn't want to be on a desert island without them, I guess.
Yeah, they'll give you that comfort blanket you need now and again.
Yeah, but then also like the supporting cast, Edward Everett Horton is brilliant. Fun fact, Kenny Everett, he took his stage name as a tribute to Edward Everett Horton. That's where he got the Everett. And there's also Eric Blore, who, if you've seen the Disney version of Wind in the Willows, he was the voice of Mr. Toad.
Right.
But those two are hilarious in it as well. Eric Blore plays the. So I haven't even really said what the film's about. So Fred is a professional dancer, and he has a meet cute with Ginger when she's in the hotel. It's in a hotel. So Fred is visiting his friend Horace, who's the director of the show that he's in, and he starts tap dancing in the room and disturbs Ginger while she's trying to get to sleep in the room below. And so she sends someone up to like complain about him, and wires get crossed. She thinks that he is Horace, the director, who is married to her friend. So when Fred starts flirting with her, she thinks that he is married to her friend. He's not. But at no point does this confusion get straightened out. So there's the tension of like she's drawn to him, but also like, but I can't because you're married, and he actually isn't. So it wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, and then so Edward Everett Horton is his friend, the director, and then Eric Blore is his valet, and he's so good. He refers to himself with the royal we constantly. So like, the we are Bates, and there's just the dialogue. I mean, we've kind of talked about like the Hudsucker Proxy, and it's the dialogue is as kind of witty as that.
Yeah,
I think.
and banter between characters.
The banter is so good, and like all of these kind of people not quite fully listening to each other, so they're like responding to what they thought they heard rather than what was actually said. So there's like a bit when there's a bit of a scandal, and Horace, Edward Everett Horton, says, we've we've stepped into a hornet's nest, meaning like figuratively. But Bates, the valet, says, "Have you tried rubbing it with butter, sir?"
Brilliant. Got a great comment here about Top Hat. The first film that Mike ever saw.
Oh, wow.
In the cinema, obviously. So the first one he saw in the cinema.
Amazing. I saw it in the cinema as well. It was amazing on the big screen.
Oh, wow. I haven't ever seen any of the Fred and Ginger films in the cinema. Primo Levi said, what made life in the concentration camp bearable was remembering the dance scenes from these films. Amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
And obviously, yeah, that's Heavy with an Eye, yeah. Amazing. The Wells full of fantastic facts about these films.
Yeah. And obviously that makes it a good pick for a desert island. Like if you can get through a concentration camp, then the desert island's a walk in the park.
That should be the litmus test, isn't it? Does it make you feel better in a concentration camp? Moving on to the next film. What's your next film?
So my next film is another musical. I felt like if I had some Fred and Ginger, I also needed some Gene Kelly. Especially because my album that I released in 2022 has a song on it called "Gene Kelly is on the Telly." So so I have to have some Gene Kelly on my telly, and of course it has to be "Singing in the Rain." So
I absolutely love this film. I absolutely love it.
It's amazing. And I think this is probably the one of my list. This is the one that I've known for the longest. Like, I think I saw this on telly when my age was probably in single digits, or like, if not, it would have been like 10 or 11. My mum was a big fan of that film, so I think when it was on telly, she probably recommended it. And yeah, it remains one of my favorites. It's so rewatchable, so charming. And yeah, I mean,
it's just charisma, isn't it?
Gene Kelly,
like wall-to-wall charisma.
Yeah, Gene Kelly and Donald O'Connor, both amazing. Like the Moses Supposes routine with the two of them, amazing. Make them laugh. Yeah. Like incredible stuff. And of course, Singing in the Rain. Good Morning. I mean, just fantastic.
Also, the way that the script plays out, you really care for them as well. Like when the bit where she's getting fed up of being used, and he's kind of like torn a little bit because he's trying to do what studio wants, and he's like, he cares for her. That's done really well. It's ultimately about the songs, but actually, the relationship really works. I think it's a really good sort of romantic comedy kind of thing as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and also like a really good kind of peek behind the curtain, as it were, of Hollywood, because like that, the whole thing of dubbing people over with different voices was like standard practice.
And I love it when they got the mic and the flowers and it goes into the drink and all sorts of that. All that they would have been trying to figure out how to do sound, wouldn't they? That makes absolute sense. Yeah.
And the bit when the film goes out of sync with the sound, so like, no, yes.
Brilliant.
I mean, I guess because I'm a film geek as well, it really appeals to me just the fact that it is about the kind of the transition from silent cinema to sound cinema as well. So like that's something I didn't know about when I first watched it, but like having that added context of like a lot of this is actually pretty pretty close to the truth.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and you know, I mean, even then, like I think if I remember rightly, I think what's her name, Debbie Reynolds. Like I think her actual singing was also dubbed by someone else in the film.
Oh,
So it's
really? I
like
didn't know that.
like
That's
a double
hilarious.
layer of like
I didn't know that.
meta weirdness.
That's amazing. I have actually wanted to see. It just doesn't come up very often. I'd like to see more that she's done because I think she's phenomenal in that film. You know,
Yeah.
like
She was so young as well. Like,
yeah,
she like 18 or something. It's
yeah,
crazy.
it'd be interesting to see. I mean, you know, obviously she kind of was doing those numbers in Vegas or whatever, like in a you know late ages. But yeah, I'd love to see what else she did because she's so brilliant in that.
Yeah.
You know, Donald O'Connor. Yeah, Donald O'Connor was a guest on the Muppet Show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm trying to remember what he did, but yeah, he was. Yeah, yeah. So was Danny Kaye, who was kind of similar actor, isn't he?
Yeah, very. Mum was a massive fan of Danny Kaye.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Danny Kaye. Part of the reason why something that makes me excited to go to Copenhagen is the Hans Christian
Wunderbar
that Danny Kaye did. Yeah,
yeah.
It's mad, isn't it? But I connect the things, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's have a look at some comments, and by all means, keep talking about Singing in the Rain if there's more you need to talk about. But Margaret says she knows this one and she likes it.
Yay.
Awesome. It's a beautiful film, absolutely.
It
right,
is great.
so put out the CD. Yay.
Hey.
Moses, Toes of Roses.
Fun fact, I have recorded a cover of Moses Supposes.
Oh, have you really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can you secretly send it to me? I want to see it.
I will do, yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear it even. Well, you think I am dumb or something? She's brilliant in it as well. You know,
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Have you seen the original version of Born Yesterday from 1950?
No.
That stars what's her name? Second name's Holiday, but it's not Billie Holiday. But why can't I remember her name now? Let's check. I know I can find it.
Trying to think of
Judy Holiday. Judy Holiday. But her character in that, her voice is what inspired Gene Hagen's voice in Singing in the Rain.
Okay.
Yeah, Born Yesterday, fantastic film. Judy Holiday and William Holden, romantic comedy, and she won the Best Actress Oscar the year that she was up against Gloria Swanson for Sunset Boulevard,
really?
and Bette Davis for All About Eve, and apparently I think the two of them sort of split the vote so much that like she went and nabbed it. But she's fantastic in it. One of my favorite lines when she's like, she gets into reading the dictionary and learning new words, and at one point she just declares "superb" and "you void."
Brilliant. I wonder if the prostitute in The Man with Two Brains is influenced by her voice as well. You remember that film?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Oh,
no.
It's absolutely amazing. It's the best thing Steve Martin's ever done, I think. But
I loved. I was a massive fan of the Three Amigos when I was a kid. I watched that over and over. So I have a real soft spot for Steve Martin, but I haven't seen Man with Two Brains. I haven't seen The Jerk. There's loads of Steve Martin I just haven't seen.
Yeah, those two are my favorites. Yeah, Jerk's really good as well. But yeah, no, Three Amigos is great. But yeah, no, he has to go and find someone to kill, and he needs their body, so he goes off to find a prostitute, and then he's like, he has doubts whether he should do it or not. He says, "I was going to kill you with this this cleaner or whatever that I was going to inject into your body. She's like, I don't mind. It's just really funny. And he's like, I can't do it. And he goes off and he says, it's my voice. You don't like my voice. Such a brilliant film. Anyway, so Constance says, do you like Bringing Up Baby?
Bringing Up Baby, I do like it. It's probably not my favorite of the sort of screwball comedy things. Like I think probably my favorite Cary Grant film is The Awful Truth.
Haven't seen that.
I do like Bringing Up Baby though. I do find it though, like the dialogue is so quick fire that it starts to give me a headache after a while.
Too much.
But it is very good. I mean,
yeah. I like Bringing Up Baby. Yeah, good shout.
I can't give you anything but love, baby.
We all need a bit of singing. I love that. Constance loves Singing in the Rain. Miguel says poor Andy McDowell. Yeah, her voice was dubbed by Glenn Close in Tarzan. Yeah, Lord in Greystoke film. Yeah, it's very strange because she's not got a particularly odd voice, is she, Andy McDowell? So not sure why it had to be redubbed.
Maybe it was just the line readings.
Yeah, maybe she wasn't. Yeah.
I mean that line from Four Weddings. Is it raining? I hadn't noticed.
Yeah, that's true.
Not a great line reading.
No, you're right.
But I mean, the script wasn't helping. So.
Yeah, yeah. You must see it. You got to see it. The Jerk is brilliant. And
will do.
Yeah, the Jerk's fantastic. It was that period. He was definitely at his best, I think.
Yeah.
But right, let's go to your next one.
Nearly at the top three. So my number 4 pick. Again, I have a complete box set of this filmmaker's work, and it was really tough deciding which one to go for. But I went for Les Vacances de Monsieur Hulot, or Mr. Hulot's Holiday, by Jacques Tati. Directed by him, he stars as Monsieur Hulot, and again, it's a comedy. It feels like a sort of throwback to silent comedy. It's made in the 50s, but there's very little dialogue.
It's very peculiar to him, though, isn't it? It's very unique.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is very much his thing. Like he created this character. He was trained in mime, and I think like he kind of schooled all the other actors in like how they should move throughout the film. So it's almost like the entire film is populated by him, really.
Yeah, choreographed. And it's very into timing, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, the timing is immaculate. So not much of a plot in this one. Monsieur Hulot is a kind of a bumbling character. I think Mr. Bean is basically a rip-off
Rowan
of
Atkinson said
Monsieur Hulot.
He said that it's based on Monsieur Hulot. He said it in an interview. So
total rip-off.
Well, I think it's more extreme with Mr. Bean. I think Jacques Tati is quite subtle, isn't he?
Yeah, true. So as the title suggests, he goes on holiday. He goes to this seaside hotel, and everywhere he goes, chaos ensues because he's just like accident prone. And he kind of sort of pisses people off, but in a sort of gentle way that like they kind of love him anyway. Just it's so like the gags are so perfectly engineered. Like if I tried to explain in words what was good about it, it wouldn't make any sense.
It's all about consequences and the things that are happening behind him and around
him.
Yeah.
I mean, like I was recently I started my Century of Cinema project, where I'm going to watch a film from every year from 1926 up to 2026. And my 1926 film was The General, Buster Keaton. And when I was watching that, I was struck by how a lot of it they're kind of jokes about Newtonian physics. Is a lot about like, like there's a bit when they've like abandoned a carriage on the track, and he pushes it forward with the train and onto like a side track, so that he can overtake it. But he looks away and it keeps going forward and back on in front of him, and like it's a joke about inertia, essentially. And like, I think Jacques Tati similarly, kind of a lot of his jokes are about consequences, as you say, and like I don't know, like architecture, like the bizarre way that people behave unnaturally because of their surroundings.
Yeah, or if he nudges something, that ends up being a massive problem. That he just nudged something a little bit, and it started moving, and then it started causing something else to happen, and then and then other people get involved, and then they're it's just, as I say, like a cascade of consequences that are sort of.
And one of my favorite gags in the whole film is he's playing ping pong in the hotel, and he loses the ball, and there's 2 card games going on at 2 adjacent tables. And while he is looking for the ball, he rotates someone's spinning chair as he's putting down a card, so it goes onto the wrong table and then spins him back before anyone has noticed that this has happened, and simultaneously ruins 2 people's card games and results in a massive fight between all of them. Like, he was just looking for a ping pong ball.
Yeah. That sums up what Jacques Tati's like. There's a bit where there's a like, I've spoken about Jean-Pierre Jeunet before in my videos, and in Delicatessen there's a bit where there's like this editing thing where he's cutting to different things and it ends up making like a tune. Just doing.
Was that like the squeaky springs on the bed? Is that
that's it. Yeah. And that, to me, that's very Jacques Tati as well.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, it's like a reference to him. It's like a tribute. Awesome, great. I love the fact you've got Tati in there. He's not talked about enough anymore. I remember when I first became a student, like A-level student, I got really into that. So I was really into French cinema at the time. But it doesn't take too long to kind of discover Jacques Tati if you're looking into sort of classic French cinema. And I was totally engulfed. I thought it was really, really quite different and quite special.
Yeah, it's totally unique. And like, I think you can sort of watch like this film, Mononcle and Playtime as a sort of trilogy, and how like Mononcle is almost the sort of transitionary film from the one to the other. Like if this is completely like pastoral and rural, and Playtime is completely like urban, and Mononcle is the sort of transition between the two.
First thing I saw was the one about the postman.
Jour de Fête.
Yeah, the Fête. Yeah, that was the first one I saw, and I loved it. Just the fact he just kept spinning his bag around, and every time he did it, and when he would get on the bike, that's just brilliant. And it's not even particularly funny. It's just really, I don't know, very charismatic.
It's the repetition as well. Yeah. Like when you start to expect it. Yeah. There's a thing in Monsieur Hulot's Holiday about like a door that makes a slightly funny springy noise.
Yeah.
And like, it's not that funny the first time you see it, but the fact that it does it every single time.
Yeah.
And you start to kind of, when's the spring coming?
And I think he knows that, doesn't he? He knows that's not really funny, but it's funny because you keep hearing it, and that's what's really funny. It's just very unusual. It's very special. It's a very special style. I tell you what, though, recently I watched Traffic and I didn't like it that much. So
that's not as good. I do agree.
Yeah, it just drags on forever, and you just think, oh my god, is this? How long is this? It feels like about 5 hours long. So you can't recommend.
It's one of those 5-hour experimental films.
So
90 minutes.
Miguel says he didn't know this one. But he
highly
does say,
recommend it, Miguel.
and Andy McDowell's delivery is really not good. At least not on to my ears. Yeah, she's not a fantastic actress, to be fair.
I mean, I don't mind most of Four Weddings. It's just that one line just is a complete clunker.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of that's her fault and how much of it's Richard Curtis, but
Got it for the French and realised no French. Oh, well, because it's mimed.
Yeah, you're not going to learn much French from the films of Jacques Tati.
It's actually Mon Oncle. Oh, brilliant. It's a great film.
So I love that as well, yeah.
Yeah.
I could have picked any of those three.
Yeah.
But I think Monsieur Hulot's Holiday is the one I return to the most, so that's why I picked it. But I think maybe Playtime's the best, but this one's my favourite, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Cousin says she loves La Cage aux Folles and Cousin.
I've seen the remake of La Cage aux Folles. I've seen The Birdcage. I've not even heard of Cousin.
Yeah, I've only seen the remake of The Birdcage, but I don't know Cousin.
I definitely want to see It's Her Fault. I mean, she does it a lot. Okay.
Lol. Awesome. Yeah, so celebration of French cinema for a moment is good.
Yes.
Let's go to our number 3. We're in the top 3.
Yes, it's the third film, and it's The Third Man.
Third Man. I expect lots of people in chat have seen this one.
I hope so. A film noir classic. So when I was like, I don't know, 19, 20, that sort of age, that's 19 or 20. I wasn't alive in 1920. 1931, I was, no. Around that age is when I first started getting kind of seriously into sort of classic films. And like, The Third Man is one that you're going to come across when you start looking into classic films. It's just everything about it is amazing. So it's a screenplay by Graham Greene, who's also amazing novelist, and directed by Carol Reed. And it's set in the kind of the ruins of Vienna after the war. Joseph Cotton plays a writer who goes to visit his friend Harry, only to be told he's just missed him, he's dead. But as he starts kind of looking into what happened and the accident that killed Harry, things don't add up, and there's kind of conflicting reports about what happened. And there were 2 people at the scene. No, there was a third man. Who was the third man? That's the basis of the mystery. But the screenplay is so perfectly constructed. Like that, Graham Greene's dialogue is just like stunning, amazing, and Orson Welles with a scene-stealing cameo. I love it so much. And again, like when I first saw it, I thought, not bad. And then I watched it again and again and again, and like it kind of sunk its claws in.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. Second, I've only seen it twice, but the second time I liked it more. Yeah. I think these films, you fall on them as a kid, and then you're not necessarily the right age to appreciate it. You need to give it another go later, and you go, I get it. Yeah.
And this has one of my favorite lines that I nearly named an album after it, but then I thought it would be tempting fate, because the line is when Trevor Howard says to Joseph Cotton, I don't want any more murders in this case, and you were born to be murdered. And I was tempted to call an album murdered. Born to be Murdered, but I didn't want to risk it.
Oh, Lady Gaga's probably done that. That's a great choice. I'll be interested to know who in the chat has actually seen this, because I would have thought this would be not so obscure, this one, but I'm not sure.
And I think if you have seen it, then you probably got playing in your head immediately.
Yeah,
amazing
absolutely.
soundtrack. It's like so
The whole score
so
is really
unique,
good.
and I got because the whole score is just the zither music. So it's one of those films that like it sounds like nothing else, because like who else would score a film entirely with zither music? It's so great. And
Yeah,
as Miguel says, nothing wasted.
Yeah, engaged throughout.
Yeah.
It's just quoted Born to be Murdered. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah, Mike agrees. Yeah, fantastic soundtrack. Brilliant. Yeah. So number two.
And this has a 2 in the title, but plus 10. It's 12 Angry Men.
Oh, what a film.
And yeah, so Sidney Lumet's first film, the brilliant Sidney Lumet, set in a jury room, like pretty much the entire thing set in one room, and it's all about debating this case and picking everything apart. And Henry Fonda, juror number 8, like being the lone voice of doubt when everyone else thinks it's a kind of open and shut case. But he just wants to ask some questions. And yeah, it's like, what is it, 96 minutes, and like as Miguel said about Third Man, like nothing is wasted in this film. Like every single like moment, every line contributes to the kind of the tension. The tension is constantly like ratcheting up, and there's just like it's so like there's so many like quotable and memorable lines in it. I do love a quotable line. But yeah, amazing that it can be. Yeah, it's amazing that it can be so gripping when it is just 12 people in one room. And like it goes to show that like I think a lot of people kind of, I don't know, like a criticism I hear sometimes of certain films is that they don't feel cinematic, they feel stagey. And like there's a risk that this could feel stagey, because you could literally stage it. Like
but I don't think that's a strong criticism anyway. It's like, okay,
no, I don't think so either.
Kind of film.
Yeah. And like like the dialogue, the screenplay is so strong that you could do it on stage and it would work. But it's also directed so immaculately. Like every single shot is so perfectly chosen. And like I read that they rehearsed it as a play first. Like all the actors rehearsed it all in like chronological order.
Yeah.
And then it was all shot out of order. Like anytime they needed like that one angle for any point in the film, do it now.
Which is
so
probably
there was the minimum amount of fuss and setup.
Yeah, but that's probably why they rehearsed it like that, though, eh? So they could.
Yeah, exactly. So they all knew exactly where they were.
And what they were. How to do it.
Yeah, and like the whole cast so well chosen as well. Like even though they're all white men, like there's enough like variety and like just diversity of look and voice and mannerism that like you never get any of them mixed up. These 12 unnamed people.
Yeah. And it slowly unravels, doesn't it, as you're watching it?
Yeah. And like, yeah, it's one of those like I so associate those actors with those roles that like whenever I see them in another film, I give that film like an Angry Man rating. It's like, this one's got 2 Angry Men in it.
Yeah. Yeah, like films, because that's another script film, isn't it? It's another film where the dialogue is what's selling it. That's what's keeping you gripped. And it's done so well. It's played so well, and it reminds me, because there's another film I think that does that. And again, this was definitely a play first, but this was Glenn Ross. Glenn Gary,
Oh yeah.
Glenn Ross, I think it's called. Yeah, amazing. David Mamet, amazing film, but also something I'd love to see on stage. Which
that would definitely work really well on stage.
Yeah. When we went to New York, they were doing it on stage, and it was the guy from Better Call Saul. What's his name? The guy from Better Call Saul.
Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk. Yeah, he was in it, and I thought, oh my god, that'd be amazing to see that. But the price was insane. It was like $700 for like an ordinary ticket. It was ridiculous.
No thanks.
So I don't know who the hell goes to Broadway, but clearly you're seeing the off Broadway shows if you've got a normal income. But that was, I'd love to see that. But yeah, seeing 12 Angry Men live would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm totally with you on that one. Absolutely.
Also, fun fact: juror number 2, John Fiedler, original voice of Piglet from the Disney Winnie the Pooh movies.
Really?
Yeah,
that's amazing. I love that. So is it just his voice? Can you hear Piglet in the film?
Yeah, you can totally.
I'll have to watch it again.
He just sounds like Piglet.
That's well good. That's quite an unusual voice he's got there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Brilliant. I love it. We've got some comments about 12 Angry Men. So that was from the previous one. So Constance putting Third Man, I think it was, on the list. That one might have been ruined for me by watching and discussing from Morality Class.
Oh wow, yeah. That sounds...
Morality Class. That's interesting. They have a morality class. Is that like, maybe it's RE? Is that RE? I don't know. I'm intrigued. Send me a message, Margaret, later about what that means. I want to know when you did morality class. We have ethics in. We have A-level ethiks. Our ethics teacher in college is quite a character. I don't think she'd mind me saying that. But she so it's religion, something, and ethics. Religion, I can't remember, but maybe it's like that.
Did you study ethics in Sussex?
The Great Companion is my favourite Newman film, The Verdict. Yeah.
Which is Sidney Lumet.
Yeah.
So.
Paul Newman is so good, though, isn't he, as well? I just read The Hustler.
And James Mason in that film.
Yes. So she was 13. 13, they have no morality. I love that. One of the best ensemble casts in cinema. Yeah,
totally.
Well, that's what you were saying about all the characters have like interesting things to do in the film, don't they? Interesting things to say.
Yeah.
It's not like one guy and everyone else. Watching a trailer for Third Man, going to check it out if the library has it. Anyone seen Zed the movie?
I've not seen that. I'm not familiar with that at all.
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. Hey, hi Dave. Nice to see
Dave.
You. I hope you're all right with this. I told Ali he could appear on our show, so I made an executive decision. Dave's like, "What? You should have consulted me." 12 Angry Men is a play performed a lot over here. Yeah. But it may not have been a play first.
I think it might have been a TV play first.
Right. That was really popular in those days, wasn't it?
Yeah. There's a lot of great movies. Well, there are some great movies that originated as TV plays. 12 Angry Men is one of them. Marty, another great one.
Yeah. Well, Rod Serling cut his teeth writing TV plays before creating The Twilight Zone.
Bring back the TV play, I say.
Yeah. What was it called over here? Something theatre play.
Like afternoon theatre or like play of the month and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. There was a really popular one that ran for a while when I was younger. Can't remember what it's called. But anyway, Zed by Costa Gavras. Isn't like that. Oh, okay. They're looking to look at the different films. I think Glenn Ross is fantastic as a play. However, the Alec Baldwin scene isn't in it because it was written by Mamet for the film. Always been closing. Yeah. Could be just the music and the time period. Yeah, I mean, sometimes films remind you just because their atmosphere and something like, maybe the score sounds similar. Yves Montand was great in Z, though. Oh, okay. Oh, in Catholic school. The morality class in Catholic school. That's interesting. It'll take a while to unpick that one.
Well, I mean, Graham Greene was like famously a Catholic author, so like it makes sense that you'd be studying The Third Man. Or was it 12 Angry Men that you were studying in morality class? I've got lost now.
12 Angry Men. Yes, she's talking about 12 Angry Men. The remake in the late 90s was great too. Yeah, there was a remake of 12 Angry Men. Yeah,
I think that might be included. Yes, that's included on this copy, but I haven't watched it yet.
Well, that's cool.
But
I like the fact you got two versions on there.
Was Jack Lemmon in the remake?
Yes,
I think.
Yeah.
Which will neatly bring us into the number one film.
People now go, "Oh, what is it? Which one is it?" An altar boy. Maybe I was an altar boy. Remake of which one? Remake of 12 Angry Men. Was actually in French. It was actually in French, not mime. It wasn't a mime film. I think that's a thumbs up from Dave. Marty's great. It is great.
Put on the blue suit, Marty.
No TV and no Mike Lee. Mike Lee wrote TV plays like Abigail's Party, doing that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Do you like Mike Lee?
Abigail's Party is the only one I've seen, actually.
Oh.
I haven't explored the world of Mike Lee yet. Or actually, no, he did. What's the one about Gilbert and Sullivan?
Yeah, he did the one about Gilbert and Sullivan.
I've seen that. Which doesn't seem like typical Mike Lee, from what I'm.
No, it's not. No, he recently did an amazing film about Peterloo, which I was going to reference in a video. I was going to do about Peterloo. I'm going to do a video about that soon. I'm just waiting to go to the library and get a book about Peterloo so I can reference the book. But I'm going to do a couple of historical videos, and I'm going to start with Peterloo. Because I was inspired because I started talking to my students about it on last Wednesday, and I thought I need to do a video about Peterloo. So reference to Margaret there, because Margaret's kind of inspiring me to do that as well. But Mike Lee did that film. He did a great film about it. And again, that's not necessarily like him, except he is very subtly political in what he does. I mean, Peterloo is obviously much more overtly political. But yeah, I mean, the first Mike Lee film I saw was called High Hopes. And we literally did I was studying theatre at A level, and our teacher was teaching us all about Brecht and all about sort of these left wing playwrights. And he said, right, we're all going to go to the cinema to watch this film, and it had nothing to do with plays, but it was kind of like a play. And he was telling us that Mike Lee gets the actors to improvise all the time, and kind of make the scenes themselves. And it's a really lovely film. It's like a family film. It's like a domestic film, High Hopes. But two of the main characters are very passionate socialists. But there's loads of other stuff going on. They've got to look after their ailing mum, and it's very sort of domestic in its plot. But it's a really good film, High Hopes. If anyone gets a chance to see it, it's very good.
Sounds good. Thanks for the recommendation. I definitely want to check out some Mike Lee properly, but
he's a really
get around to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Read it. It was not, in fact, interesting. What does that mean?
Was it the Catholic school thing?
Oh, 12 Angry Men. Yeah, 12 Angry Men. Got it. Okay, here's the first guess. I thought someone would say that. They'd say, "Is it something like you're hot?"
Close, but no cigar.
Lemon was, and Gandolfini was in it as well.
Oh wow, cool.
I forgot that. Oh yes, Topsy Turvy. That was what the
Topsy Turvy. Thank you.
Gilbert and Sullivan one was called, and then Mike says Topsy Turvy. I want to see that. I put a Peter Hall scene in my a Peterloo scene. That would be, wouldn't it, in the WIP Peterloo. Autocorrect's playing up today. It's making people say very strange things, but it's okay. I know what you mean. Margaret would know all about Peterloo. Secrets and Lies. Yeah, great Mike Lee. That was probably his most successful one, I think. That won an Oscar, I think. Happy Go Lucky may have been nominated for Oscars. And and they're a bit more gentle, like she says, less oppressive.
Yeah.
Because Abigail's Party is nasty in a kind of domestic way.
Yeah.
And some like it hot. Oh.
Ooh.
Is
Well,
it the China syndrome? Oh, here we go. Go for it.
Well, my favorite film, script-wise, acting-wise, and otherwise-wise, it's The Apartment.
Great film.
Yeah, 1960, directed by and co-written by Billy Wilder, stars Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine, what's his name, Fred McMurray, and yeah, I think I probably saw this first when I was sort of late teens, early 20s, and something about it just kind of made it stick with me. And every time I watch it, I spot something new, some little detail in the script that makes me love it even more than I already did. So the setup, if you're not familiar, Jack Lemmon plays Mr. Baxter. He works for a big insurance company in New York, in the office, and he's kind of he's unable to say no to people, basically, and they kind of walk all over him and take advantage of him. And one of the ways in which this happens is that he lends his apartment key out to his bosses to use his apartment as somewhere to meet their secret girlfriends away from their wives, which means that he often ends up like locked out of his own apartment, and like his neighbors think that he's this wild party animal because they hear stuff through the walls all the time and they think it's him, and it's not. He's not having fun at all. And he has a crush on Miss Kubelik, the elevator operator, one of the elevator operators in the building, played by Shirley MacLaine. But at some point, it becomes apparent that she's been to his apartment, just not when he was there.
Yeah. And Fast in Shoes, brilliant. So Miguel's claiming that he knew. I knew it, kind of. Great list. So yeah.
Thanks, Mark.
Mark says a great list. Love China Syndrome was really something to experience in the theatre on its first run, which I can make everyone watch it now. Yeah, it is a great film. China Syndrome.
I haven't seen it, shockingly.
Yeah. I mean, Jack Lemmon was quite special, wasn't he? I think.
Yeah, fantastic.
Excellent list. I think. Would you agree that we don't seem to get those sort of Billy Wilder, Neil Simon kind of films on TV much anymore?
Yeah.
Like it's like seen as
funnily you
maybe
mentioned Neil
old-fashioned.
Simon, because I wanted The Odd Couple on my list as well, but I thought I've already got one Jack Lemmon, and that's like unsurpassable to me. So I had to. Yeah. But I mean, The Odd Couple is also incredibly quotable.
Yeah. But do you know what I mean? It's funny that when I was younger, we'd see those kind of things a lot. Yeah, with like Sunday afternoon kind of like things they put on, Saturday afternoon maybe. But certainly like a Sunday afternoon thing, like if it wasn't a war film or a Western, you might get one of those kind of films.
Yeah, it's a shame they're not on as much anymore.
Although I think our main channels, because obviously we've got a million channels now, the main they don't show films as much anyway,
Yeah, true.
So that's a bit of a shame. So where was I? There we go. China Syndrome is excellent. Did you see the miniseries Chernobyl? I haven't seen that yet. It's supposed to be amazing.
Heard good things, but not seen it.
Yeah, and the guy that directed something else that I watched. Did he direct? No, he didn't. I don't know. If someone else knows the thing he did as well, it was something I watched. Quality list. Love The Odd Couple, absolutely. And great films, absolutely. Oh, here we go. What's this? We're at the
That's the one I was going to quote from The Odd Couple.
So it was on my
That
watch
or
list.
the
Yeah.
that or the bit where he says like, "Shut up and eat your spaghetti." He says, "You ignoramus, this is linguine," and he takes it and throws it at the wall and says, "Now it's garbage."
Chernobyl was excellent. Dave says, "I'm trying to remember what the it was Andor, wasn't it? It was the guy who did Andor. That's right. He went
Okay.
from Chernobyl to Andor, and Andor was absolutely amazing. Clearly very different from Chernobyl, but the guy can clearly direct. The script writing for Andor was phenomenal. So I'm sure it's really good. We've been waiting for live for over a month. Oh, you'll love it when you get to it. So brilliant. Andor was good, and I'm not a Star Wars. Yeah, it definitely would appeal to people who aren't into Star Wars. It's very different. It's like the first 3 episodes are like espionage, and then as it goes on, you literally see the rebellion happen, which is pretty cool. But it's not like
Sounds
Star Wars. It's much more adult than your average Star Wars thing. So yeah, maybe people will realize how much people love that and start doing more like that for Star Wars. Maybe, I don't know. Not that I'm not hating Star Wars, because I love Star Wars, but Andor was very different. Hold on. Yeah, highly relevant today. What, Chernobyl or Andor? I mean, probably both in different ways.
Chernobyl Andor.
Andor. I love the way you did that. You put a little bracket in there. Beautiful. Andor. Yeah, Andor. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. Well, you wanted it to be around this amount of time, didn't you? Which is brilliant, because this is perfect. We got to our list of 10. Thank you so much for doing this, Ali. It's been great fun.
Yeah, I've had a great time too. Thanks very much for having me.
Yeah, and thank you so much for everyone that's been contributing to the chat. It makes a huge difference. I'd always want to do this live, because we can get your reaction to it, and we can bounce off you as well. Hold on. We've got a very important comment here from Margaret. We could use some rebellion right now. Absolutely.
Yes.
And although sadly we don't want rebellion after the midterm elections, so that might happen as well. Could be the opposite of what we want. So that's the thing too. Hold on a minute. He wants to bring it on back again. I will say Kirsten Dunst is a fantastic actress. I think she's quite underrated as an actress. I haven't seen Bring It On, but I know she's in it. Enjoyed it. Great list. Yeah, thank you, Mike. And
well, thanks, Mike. And Mark.
Thank you, Mark. So yeah, get in touch if you want to do this, because part of the reason why there's a big gap is that I just don't get around to asking people very often for some reason. I don't know what it is, because I love doing it. So it's great. It's a very chilled chat, and it's really nice to do it. And the others are really good as well. So there's 7 others, but that's not very many, considering how long I've been doing it. So this was, I think it was about a 6-month gap, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's nice that Ali's brought it back into the front of my mind, and let's get some more going. Lucy Leave. Do you know Lucy?
Yeah, that's my friend's Lucy Leave from, well, that's their band is Lucy Leave. So that's probably my friend Mike.
Oh, hi Mike. Nice to meet you. Hold on. Kirsten Dunst lives 2 hours away from me, and is unfortunately happily married. Oh well, sod's law, right? Let's leave it at that. Let's have that as the last comment, because I think it's probably the most poignant comment that anyone could make in these kind of things.
Absolutely.
Thanks to everybody, and thanks again, Ali. And please check out Ali's channel if you don't know. It's fantastic, and he's got loads going on, and he's brilliant.
Oh, thanks, Gareth.
That's my last words, and see you later.
Cool.
Thanks again, Ali.
Thanks, Gareth.